Hey guys, what is up? My name is Landon and welcome to the Jersey Zone. So today I'm going to do a quick little video on 5 things that I don't really like about Adidas, or 5 issues that I have with Adidas. Now, I don't hate Adidas, I do want to say that straight out. They do make a lot of jerseys that I really like, and they also do programs that I think are really cool. Like the reverse retro was a great idea, and I really do like that whole reverse retro program, but I do also have issues in those kind of little subsections there that I am going to be talking about today. Now, I do also want to preface this video with the fact that I did start collecting jerseys in 2018, and of course Adidas took over in 2017, so I've only known the Adidas brand for collecting jerseys, and I wasn't a jersey collector during the CCM era or the Reebok era, so maybe those companies kind of had the same issue as the Adidas brand does as well. I'm not really too sure. I'm just going to be sharing my experience here and what I kind of don't like about Adidas. Now, my first issue here, I'm not going to be counting it towards the 5 issues that I have with Adidas because it's not really Adidas's fault, because at least I don't really think it is. The issue that I have is the Fanatics jerseys being the replica jerseys. As far as I know, Adidas and Fanatics aren't really connected in any sort of way other than being the replica jerseys and the authentic jerseys. Other than that, I don't know if they have any like connection corporation wise or anything like that. I probably should have done some research on it. I didn't. I have no idea. But either way, if they don't or if they do, it still, I think, reflects poorly on the Adidas brand itself, because those replica jerseys, the Fanatic jerseys, are awful in my opinion. I absolutely hate those Fanatic jerseys. If you guys have watched any of my videos before, you would kind of know that I don't like Fanatics, because just everything about those jerseys I absolutely hate. I think the quality of those jerseys is such a huge drop off compared to really almost any other jersey. Like, just comparing the Fanatics jerseys to even like the Reebok replica jerseys is such a huge difference, and such just an absolute drop off compared to the Reebok jerseys. The Fanatics ones are just so much worse in my opinion. The only good thing about them is the kind of comfiness and the material itself. They're very soft, and I do like that part about them. Other than that, I hate pretty much everything about them. I don't like those logos at all, and I really don't like that pricing. I would never pay the full pricing for a Fanatics jersey. I don't even pay the full price for Adidas jerseys, so there's no way I would pay the full price for a Fanatics jersey. My kind of range where I'll start to pay for Fanatics jerseys is like $40 to $60 Canadian, and the $60 is really high in my opinion, and it's probably only if I really want that jersey. I usually would aim more towards 40. But yeah, I just think it reflects really poorly on the Adidas brand, because it basically forces me, or at least it feels like it forces me, to buy an Adidas jersey when maybe I don't want to. Like, maybe I want to buy a jersey for a team that I don't like the Bruins. I don't like the Bruins, but they have some really nice jerseys. Maybe I want to buy the reverse retro, but I don't want to buy it in an Adidas because I don't want to spend $200 for a Bruins jersey because I really don't like the Bruins. So I go to the Fanatics one, and it's still not that much cheaper, but it just is such a worse quality jersey that there's no way I'm going to pay for that, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm forced to buy the Adidas jersey. So it, like I said, reflects poorly, at least in my opinion, on the Adidas brand. I'm not counting it towards a negative thing about Adidas because it's not really their fault, or at least as far as I know, it's not their fault. But anyways, let's actually finally get into the list here. So starting off at number 5, and these are in no particular order, by the way. I'm just going as I wrote them, as they kind of popped into my head. So at number 5, we have the smaller logos. Now, if you guys don't know, for the first season of Adidas, the 17-18 season, they had smaller logos for the size 46 and under. Now, after that first season, I do have to give them props. They did fix the size 46 logos and made them to the proper size. They didn't change them with the size 42s or 44s. In most cases, I do think it looks relatively fine for the size 42s and 44s. I have a lot of reverse retros, and I have like a Chicago jersey and a Toronto jersey, all in size 42s or 44s, and they look pretty good. But if you do have a stripe behind the logo, it looks really bad. So for example, this Minnesota jersey here, I think this logo looks really small, especially if you lay it down. It's kind of hard to see a little bit on a person, but laying it down, it definitely does look really small. And also on the Florida jersey, it looks really small as well. And I'm guessing on the Canadians jersey, it will also look pretty small as a size 42 or 44. Basically, if it has a stripe behind it, I think the logo looks really small, but any of the other size 42s or 44s, I really don't think it's that big of a deal, and I think it looks relatively fine. But with those size 46s, the reason that I'm actually making it an issue, and the reason it's one of my issues with Adidas, is because even though they did fix it after that first season, there are still some specialty jerseys that didn't have it fixed. So those size 46 specialty jerseys just look really bad, and I do have an example, so I'll show you guys right here. So as you guys can see, I have a Zach Hyman Toronto Arenas jersey and just look at that logo. Look how small it looks compared to the rest of the jersey. There's so much empty space just at the bottom here. It just looks really, really bad. It almost looks like it's like a youth jersey or a fake jersey. That's at least how it looks to me. It just looks really poor. If you look at any of the other jerseys with like the size 50 and 52 of this jersey, it doesn't look as bad. But with the size 46s, it just looks really, really poor. So it's just really unfortunate for those specialty jerseys that were made during that first year. Will always have a small logo for the size 46s. Now, it wasn't just those specialty jerseys that obviously had that smaller logo. The home and aways did as well. Now, most of those jerseys have been sold off already, but there's still some stores that I see that are selling those size 46s of the first year with the smaller logo. And you can tell it's the first year because it has the button on the bottom right of the jersey, or the bottom left if you're wearing it. But if it has that button and it is a size 46, it will be that smaller size logo. If it doesn't have the button, it won't be the smaller size logo, as long as it's legit, I should say. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate that, especially for those specialty jerseys, that they'll just never have that regular size logo and they'll always just look a little strange. Next up at number 4, I have them advertising them as Authentics. Now, these jerseys here, I wouldn't classify them as authentic. They are Indo-Authentics, which is a different kind of authentic, but they aren't just straight up authentic. Now, that might kind of be nitpicky to you, and I can kind of understand that, but if you compare the Reebok Indo-Authentics to the Reebok Edge 2.0s, there is a massive difference. And if you compare these jerseys to the Made in Canada jerseys that teams release very rarely, and I'll also get into that in a later part of the video. But if you compare these jerseys here to those Made in Canada jerseys, they are miles different. And I just really don't like that they call these authentic jerseys. If they clarified them and made it Indo-Authentics, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact that they kind of make it so people who don't really know a lot about jerseys think that they're buying like almost authentic jerseys, and the jerseys that are really close to what the players wear on ice, these aren't even close to what the players wear on ice. Even if you get the same size as the players, these are so different, and it's just really unfortunate that they kind of try and make it seem like that is the case, because it's just really not, and it's just unfortunate in my opinion. Like I said, it might be a little nitpicky, and if you guys don't like that, I understand. Like I said, all they need to do is just put Indo in front of the authentic, and I would be fine. I would be okay with it. But the fact that they don't just kind of rubs me the wrong way. And then at number 3, continuing on about Authentics, they don't sell the Made in Canada jerseys. I do not know why they don't sell Made in Canada jerseys. The only way to get Made in Canada Adidas jerseys is from the team stores, where they sell the team issued and the game worn jerseys. And if you don't buy those, you're not getting any Made in Canada jerseys. And I don't understand why, because I would buy so many, so many Made in Canada Adidas jerseys, because they look so much better from just looking at them online. I just go, man, I want one of those so bad. They just look so much better. The dimples on the jersey, like right here, they are just so much deeper and look so much cooler. And I know that's just like a little weird kind of thing, but it's just stuff like that that just elevate the jerseys so much more than these jerseys here. And like I said, I just really do want those Made in Canada jerseys, but I just can't really afford spending that much money on the team issued jerseys. They are just a little bit too much for me. And they're also jerseys that I can't wear because they're all size 52 and up. And I'm a small guy, so I'm not wearing a size 52 jersey. That is way too big for me. So I'd like if they made those Made in Canada jerseys for the smaller sizes as well. I don't really know why they don't. It's just really unfortunate, and I really want those jerseys. So it's just another thing that just makes me a little bit upset, and I wish that they would implement that, because I'm pretty sure they would make a lot of money from doing that, making those Made in Canada jerseys. At least they would make a lot of money from me, because I would buy a lot of those jerseys. My number 2 complaint is going to be their length / quality control. Now, I'll talk about the quality control first, because for the most part, Adidas quality control is pretty okay. It's usually not really that bad. I find that their logos are usually stitched on fine every single time. I've never had an issue with that. Shoulder patches are fine. The factory customization is always really bad though, and I know that sometimes it's bad on the Reebok jerseys and sometimes it's not. Not really too sure why that is. Like I said, I wasn't collecting jerseys when Reebok was a thing. Maybe I did get pro customization when I didn't think I was. Either way, it doesn't matter. The factory customization on the Adidas jerseys are absolute awful. It's so bad. But I know that's on purpose, so it's not really quality control. It's just the quality sucks. But I want to talk about the length of the jersey, because that's the part where it really bothers me. I'm a really short guy. I'm like 5'2", so I'm extremely short. Most jerseys are fairly big on me. The size 46s of Adidas are fairly big on me. But here's where my issue comes in. So there was a video on Post to Post Productions run by Neil. Obviously, if you guys haven't watched his videos, you should go check him out. Great channel. Anyways, he compared the size 56 jerseys, the size 52 jerseys, size 50, and size 46 jerseys. So literally going from extra large or is that extra extra large? Either way, either if it's extra large or extra extra large, going all the way down to a size small, so basically the entire spectrum. He compared all of those jerseys, and the length of the jersey barely changed going from size to size. It is extremely unfortunate as a short person, because man, some of these jerseys just look absolutely ridiculous on me, because it's just really unfortunate, and it makes me a little upset. And there was also a post on the Hockey Jersey Reddit where someone compared a size 54 made in Canada jersey to a size 52 Adidas jersey, and the size 52 jersey was bigger than the size 54. Doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so just as a short person, it's really unfortunate because some of those sizes are just super long. And just from my experience personally, the size 46s and the size 42s, honestly, they aren't still that much of a difference in the sizing. Really, the only thing that comes into play with the smaller sizes is it gets slimmer. So it just gets really tight around the body, which ends up making it even more look like a dress because it's just a slim kind of thing, and then it kind of flares out a little bit at the bottom. It's just a very kind of weird style with the Adidas jerseys, especially as you get smaller. So I just kind of wish that they were just a little bit shorter. And then at number one, my last issue with the Adidas jerseys is the production of the jerseys itself. For some reason, they have limited the away production of most of the NHL jerseys, or at least most of the states' NHL jerseys. I'm fairly certain that at least for the Canadian teams, they're still producing all the away jerseys and selling them as they would with the home jerseys. But with the away jerseys for some of the states' teams, they just don't really sell them anymore, and I don't know why. I guess maybe they don't sell as well as the homes do, but it really sucks for me as a collector, not only because I really do like collecting, as many jerseys as I can, but I prefer the away jerseys than I do the home in most cases. Like, for example, I really want that Buffalo away jersey. The new Buffalo away jersey looks fantastic. I think the home one looks really nice as well, but I much prefer the away jersey, and I want that away jersey so bad. But it is only sold at the Buffalo Sabres store. I cannot get it anywhere else. I've not seen it anywhere else. It's not on like the Fanatics store or the Adidas store or anything like that. I have not seen it anywhere else. The only other place that I have seen it is on Sports K. And now both of those places are in the States, but I don't want to buy from those stores because I live in Canada, so shipping is extremely expensive. Like, shipping from Sports K is like $25 US, which is almost $30 Canadian. And then shipping from the Buffalo Team store, I think, is like $40 US, which is just stupid Canadian. And then on top of that, I'll probably have to pay import fees on whatever site I'm getting it from. So it just becomes ridiculously expensive. And I want that jersey so bad, but I just can't find it anywhere else. And it's really unfortunate. I just really wish that they made it a lot easier for me to buy those away jerseys, because I really want to. And like I said, they probably stopped producing them because they weren't selling as well. But it just sucks, man. As a jersey collector, it's just really unfortunate. And also on the case of the production, the reverse retro production. As I was saying before, I do really like the reverse retro program. I think it was a great idea. It's a lot of fun. I love it. The production of some of those jerseys, though, is just really unfortunate. I don't like that they did only one run. I can kind of give them a little bit of leeway here because of COVID and everything like that. So I'm not going to slam them too hard on the reverse retro, because I think COVID is one of the main reasons why they didn't produce that many jerseys. They didn't want to overproduce all these jerseys and then not sell them with the reverse retros. But there are a few reverse retros that I do really want, but I cannot get because they are no longer in any of the stores because they sold out so quickly, and I couldn't end up getting it because I didn't have $75,000 to spend on jerseys or something like that. I only bought as many as I could, and there were still so many more that I wanted, but I just didn't end up getting it. So it's really unfortunate. Like I said, I don't want to hammer them too hard because I'm guessing most of the reason why they didn't produce as many as they could have is because of COVID issues, but I still wish they produced more, But anyways, that is going to be it for me. Those are my issues with Adidas. If you guys have any issues yourself, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more jersey content. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at the Jersey Zone YT on Instagram and at the Jersey Zone on Twitter. Links are in the description down below. But like I said, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.